Welcome back to the Bulldog Sports Network for this girls matchup. And this one could either be a really good game or a really bad one, depending on whose side you're on. Mount Vernon Lady Warhawks are undefeated this season. They come in with a record of 31-0, 34-game win streak. The number one team in 2A in the state. Lady Bulldogs in the same poll, sitting at number 4 in the state.
Starting at forward is senior number 23, Desi McCarthy.
And the starting lineups for the Mount Vernon Enola Lady Warhawks. Number 4, AJ Person. Number 11, Olivia McClellan. Number 12, Alyssa Gilbert. Number 21, Marley Raby. And number 23, Desi McCarty. Lady Bulldogs have a tough matchup on their hands tonight. The defending 2A state champions, Mount Vernon Enola Lady Warhawks. And now the starting lineups for the Quitman Lady Bulldogs. Number 1, Sarah Dixon. Number 11, Allie Cater. Number 24, Madeline Barble. Number 14, Ava Sullivan. And number 45, Kaylin Sullivan. Mount Vernon Enola Lady Warhawks coming off of a narrow win last night over the Izard County Consolidated Cougars. Only won that one by 9 points. Probably one of their stiffest competitions of the season. We'll see if the Lady Bulldogs can put up anything tonight. Tell you one thing, we do have home court advantage, so we'll see if that factors in a little bit. Might not have the advantage of the referees, but then again, I don't think either side does. McCarty and Sullivan in the circle, and McCarty will get the tip. Here's Raby. Pass inside is off the tip of the backboard. It's no good. Try to get it to McCarty on the inside. Varvel's going to take it away. Varvel looks to push the floor up to Dixon. Dixon going to get it back out to Varvel. Varvel guarded by Person. Now back out to Dixon. Dixon being pressured. Dixon is going to be given to Sullivan, and that pass is going to be taken away by number 12, Alyssa Gilbert. Gilbert looking for a pass, and it's taken away. There's going to be a foul called on Alyssa Gilbert, and the Lady Bulldogs have the ball. Dixon inbounds the ball to Varvel in the backcourt. Bulldogs trying to beat the full court pressure. Cater takes it inside. The pass off of McCarty's feet. Raby's going to pick it up. Raby looks to go inside. She lost it. Now here's Dixon. Dixon to the basket. Shot is up off the glass. No good. McCarty on the rebound for the Warhawks. She's going to give it to Raby. Raby's going to bring it across the timeline. Faced by Varvel. AJ Person at the golden cue. Looks for a pass. She's going to find the inside. It's going to make its way to McCarty. And McCarty is fouled. I believe they're going to get Ava Sullivan on the foul. So the Bulldogs have picked up their first. McCarty going to go to the line to shoot two. Very physical ball game the last time these two teams met at Mount Vernon. Second free throw from McCarty is good. She makes them both. Here's Varvel down below. Jumper up and in and out, no good. Rebound taken away by Marley Raby. Raby, a pass up ahead to Person. Person, three. Off the mark, no good. She airballed that one. It's going to be out of bounds. Ava Sullivan will be the inbounder. She's going to give it into Madeline Varvel in the backcourt. Varvel looks ahead to pass. She's going to try to find Dixon. It gets in front of Dixon, but Dixon reels it in. Dixon looking. She's going to find Sullivan. Now to Varvel in the corner. Varvel tries to get it to Cater, and it's going to be a backcourt violation. Timeout called by Coach Hooten and the Lady Bulldogs. We will take a moment to recognize some sponsors. Arkansas Second Home Services takes care of your home while you're away. Give us a call or check out the website to see all services offered. Go Dogs. Palmer Plumbing is a proud sponsor of Quitman Bulldog Athletics, a locally owned plumbing company specializing in new construction in both residential and commercial buildings. Go Dogs. Mt.Vernon Enola going to inbound the ball from the far sideline. Inbound comes and finds A.J. Person. It's taken away by Sullivan. Sullivan up ahead, going to slow things down, gives it over to Varvel. Varvel inside to Sullivan. It's through her fingers. Bulldogs getting a little bit ahead of themselves here in this ball game early. Lady Warhawks going to try to extend their lead. A.J. Person with the ball on the far side. Going to try to look for a man. She's going to find Raby. Raby fires the three. It's good. First field goal for the Warhawks is a Marley Raby three-point basket. And Marley Raby just bulldozed Madeline Varvel, but there was no call. Pass down below. Going to find Person. She's going to try to kick it out for some help, but she will throw it out of bounds. It's going to go to the Lady Bulldogs. Sarah Dixon's going to be the inbounder. Going to give it into Cater in the backcourt. Cater looking for help. Going to get to Varvel at the timeline. Inside the Dixon. Dixon back out to Cater. Cater drives baseline. Puts the shot up. Blocked by Raby. McCarty looks ahead. That one's taken away by Sullivan, and it is out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Bulldogs. Inbound pass comes from number 11, McClellan. Shots up, no good from McClellan. And the ball's out of bounds. Last touch by Sullivan. It'll be Warhawks ball once again. Looks like the Bulldogs need to put some glue on their fingers or something and try to hold on to this ball a little bit better. Good tip there by Madeline Varvel. It goes out of bounds on the inbound play. A.J. Person looking for the inbound. She'll find Marley Raby. Raby guarded by Sullivan down below. Shots up off the glass, and it's in by McClellan. Varvel guarded. She's going to break the defender. Tries to pass inside down low to Sullivan and can't get it into her hands. Person on the takeaway to the other end. Lady Warhawks up 7-0 with 4:40 to go. There's going to be a foul called on A.J. Person. Lots of chirping already started on the Quitman side. It's going to be a tense ball game, whether it's close or not. Person with her first foul. Shots up, no good from Dixon. McCarty on the rebound. Marley Raby with the ball. Now out to McCarty for three. Long three, and it's good from the Golden Q. Big range from the big girl, Desi McCarty. And that makes it 10-0. Cater's going to try to take it inside. Shots up by Sullivan. She'll get it to go. Kaylin Sullivan gets the Bulldogs on the board. 8-point ball game, 10-2. McCarty tried to get the charge foul down below, but she fell to the ground all for nothing. Here's Gilbert. Gilbert gets it to McCarty. Now the person for three. It's good. Lady Warhawks can shoot the three well, as they have proved so far in this ball game. Bulldogs have done good shutting them down below the basket. Cater from the elbow, going to try a jumper. It's no good. Rebound comes away to Raby. Cater guarding Raby at the top of the key. Raby looks to go inside. The take, the jumper, no good. Dixon comes away with the rebound. Dixon trying to go up ahead to the basket. Shots up off the top of the glass, no good. Rebound brought down by Raby. Raby inside, shots up, no good. She's going to be fouled by Sullivan. Kaylin Sullivan will pick up her first. Raby at the line, shooting two for the Lady Warhawks. First one is up and in. Marley Raby makes both free throws. Varvel gets the ball at half court, going to pass it across to Dixon. Varvel gets it back. Finley now on the ball game, gives it to Cater. Cater for three, up and no good. Finley on the rebound. Finley puts it up, and she'll be fouled by McCarty. McCarty picks up her first. That'll put Emma Finley at the line to shoot free throws. And if the Bulldogs are going to want to score very much in this ballgame, they're going to have to make their free throws. First one is up and in for Finley. Second of two on the way from Finley at the charity stripe. Shots up and it's in. She'll make them both, and the Warhawks out to an 11-point lead, 15-4, with 2:34 to go in the first quarter. Person guarded by Varvel. Now to Raby into the corner. Here's number 31, Corey Kyle. That one's taken away by Varvel. Varvel, a little fast break to the basket, puts the easy layup up and in. Madeline Varvel gets two. Raby to Person, a long three on the way. It's in. My goodness, she just shot that one from Guy. Lady Bulldogs are going to try to answer here. Finley, three on the way. It's up. It's no good. Rebound going to come down to Corey Kyle. Ball's on the floor. There's going to be a foul. Foul is called on Sarah Dixon. Her first. (18-6) the score. Person gets the inbound. Raby gonna have it once they cross the timeline. Raby passing the corner. That's gonna find number 14, Ashley Sprague. Now here's McCarty. I believe they're going to get Dixon on the double touch. They do. That's the second foul on Sarah Dixon. Ashley Sprague, the inbounder, going to try to get it in. She'll get it into Raby. Raby guarded by Varvel. Varvel and Raby, a pass down below. Here's a three-pointer on the way. No good from McCarty. Sullivan on the rebound. She's looking for a man. Going to find Varvel. Varvel will pass ahead to Finley. Finley fakes McCarty out of her shorts. She falls over into the bench, and the ball goes out of bounds. Bulldogs have the ball back. Varvel's going to inbound it on the baseline. Sarah Dixon gets it. It promptly shoots a three. It's good! 3-point basket, Sarah Dixon. Bulldogs down 9, 18-9. Gravy with the ball, guarded by Cater. Shot across. Shot on the way, no good. Ball is going to be out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touched by Dixon. There's going to be some substitutions coming in for Mount Vernon. Desi McCarty is going to take a seat. And so will number 31, Corey Kyle. AJ Person will be the inbounder. 22 seconds on the shot clock for the Lady Warhawks. Here's a drive inside. It's up. Nicely defended by Sullivan beneath the basket. She's going to outlet pass to Finley. Now to Cater. Cater up ahead, pass in the corner. Dixon fakes a shot, goes left. Ball's almost taken away. There's going to be a foul. Foul's called on Dixon. I don't even know what happened there. I couldn't really see. It's not in my line of vision. But apparently Dixon's going to be called with the foul. That's going to be 5 team fouls. Going to put AJ Person at the line. Her first free throw's up and in. Second one on the way from Person is good. Sarah Dixon's got 3 fouls. Not what the Bulldogs need so far in this game. It's only the first quarter. It feels like it should be almost halftime. Finley tries to track down the pass. It's out of bounds. That'll be a turnover on the Bulldogs. Marley Araby gets the ball. Guarded by Cater. Looks like the Warhawks are going to try to melt the time off the clock. Shot clock's off, 8 seconds left in the quarter. Down below to McCarty. McCarty puts it up and in. And the last shot's no good. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Mount Vernon Enola leads at 22-9. We'll be right back here on the Bulldog Sports Network. Cynthia and Bobby Kennedy are owners of CK Asphalt, located in Rosebud. We love our Bulldog family. Go black and gold. Lady Bulldogs will have the ball to start the quarter. Varvel will be the inbounder. Going to give it into Cater. Cater looks for a pass. Going to flip it over to Finley. Look inside to Varvel. Varvel takes inside the paint. Shots up off the glass. No good. Rebound comes away to Ava Sullivan. Sullivan's going to kick it out to Finley. Shot clock's not fresh. They didn't draw any irons. Sullivan on the jumper. It's off the tip of the iron. She'll get her own rebound, go up, and it's good. Great shot there by Ava Sullivan. Lady Bulldogs down 11, 22-11. Raby with the ball on the outside. Long three on the way. It's no good. Here's going to be a baseline foul called against the Bulldogs on Kaylin Sullivan. Raby gets the inbound from Person. Ball's loose on the floor, and there's a jump ball. It's going to stay with Mt.Vernon. I'm not sure what's going on. Here's a three on the way. It's in and out and no good. Rebound pulled down by Ava Sullivan. Sullivan to Varvel. Varvel passes ahead to Finley. Finley looks inside, finds Ava Sullivan, kicks it out to Varvel. Varvel looks across. The pass tipped away by Gilbert. Bulldogs will get it back. 16 on the shot clock. Cater over to Varvel. Inside, finds Finley. Finley going to go up. Finley in and out, no good. Finley will get the rebound. Kick it back out to Cater. Cater, jumper on the way. No good. There's going to be a foul called on Sullivan. Sullivan breathed on McCarty. And, of course, that's the sin in two-way basketball. You can't do that. H.A. Person going to come down the floor. Gives it over to Raby. Inside. That one's taken away by Cater. I don't even think Cater knew she did it. Varvel going to try to get it. McCarty air balls. And that'll go back to the Lady Bulldogs. Varvel inbounds it to Sullivan. Sullivan going to get it to Cater. And Cater over and back. Yep, she stepped over the line. That's going to be an over and back violation on the Lady Bulldogs. Pass inside. That's a travel. Travel called on Olivia McClellan. Finley, the inbounder, going to give it into Varvel. Varvel being pressured to the backcourt. Varvel looking for a man. She's going to find Finley. Finley pass ahead to Cater. It's a little bit ahead of Cater. Cater can't hold on to it. And McCarty's going to pick it up. Raby going to take a big three here. Raby's three is off the mark, no good. Rebound pulled down by Finley. Finley kicks it back out to Cater. Cater pressured there by the Lady Warhawks, and that's going to be a jump ball. It'll stay with Quitman. Timeout going to be called. That's a full timeout. We'll take some with them and be right back here on the Bulldogs Sports Network. We're back here on the Bulldogs Sports Network as the Lady Bulldogs have the ball. 28 seconds on the shot clock, 5:30 on the game clock. Finley going to look inside, finds Varvel. Varvel's going to try a jumper, up, no good. She'll get her own rebound, muscles up this time. No foul call, and it's going to go out of bounds. Varvel, the inbounder, gets it into Sullivan. Sullivan fires a three. No good. Harnick on the rebound. She'll get it back out to Cater. Cater fakes a shot, drives inside, up, and no good. Shots are not falling here. It's going to stay with the Lady Bulldogs. Varvel, the inbounder, going to get it into Cater at the top of the key. Cater looks to go inside. Nice bounce pass to Harnick. Harnick shot up, no good. It's denied by Raby. And it looks like we've got a player down. Corey Kyle's going to check back into the game for the Lady Warhawks. Raby gets the inbound under McCarty. Marley Raby looks for a man, going to find A.J. Person. She's back at the volleyball line. Person guarded by Cater. Three-pointer on the way from Kyle. The rebound and putback is good from number 11, Olivia McClellan. Believe it or not, those are the first points for the Lady Warhawks this quarter. And a three-point basket from Emma Finley. Left her wide open, and she made him pay. Makes it a 10-point ball game, 24-14. Person back to Raby. Raby looking for a Person inside. Gonna find Person on the other side. Person dribbles, gives it off to McCarty. McCarty gonna try to take it in. That one is out of bounds. That'll go the way of the Lady Bulldogs. (24-14), 3:52 to go until halftime. Cater gets the ball. She's going to try to drive over to Sullivan. She hands it off. Now inside to Finley. Finley puts it up. She is fouled down below. Foul is called on number 21, Marley Raby. Raby's first personal foul. Finley at the line shooting two. Her first one's off the mark, no good. Second free throw from Finley. In and out. She missed them both. And McCarty comes away with the rebound. Going to give it off to Raby. Now up ahead to McClellan. Long three from Person, no good. It's going to go out of bounds. That'll be Bulldogs Lady Bulldogs ball. Cater, the inbounder. Trying to get it in. She'll find Finley. Finley pressured in the backcourt. Going to get it back to Cater. Cater looks to push. Cater's going to get it across half court. Now Finley, a bounce pass inside. Here's Harnick. Harnick gets it out. Cater at the top for a three. On the way, no good. And it'll go out of bounds. Mt.Vernon's going to have the ball. (24-14) the score. Lady Bulldogs down 10. Corey Kyle with the ball in her hands on the other side. Now to McClellan. McClellan back to Raby. Raby pressured. Raby trying to get the ball off. 14 seconds to shoot. She's going to give it back out to Person. Now to McCarty. A long three on the way. It's good. (27-14) the score. Cater gets the ball at half court. She's going to try to take it inside. Shots up, no good. Corey Kyle on the rebound for the Lady Warhawks. Marley Raby will bring it across the timeline. Going to get it in the corner. It's taken away by Sullivan. Sullivan going to get it back to Cater. Cater going to try to push the floor at the top of the key. Guarded by Kyle. Going to give it over to Madeline Varvel now down below to Harnick. Harnick trying to get it back out. She's trying to get it to Sullivan, but Sullivan looked like she was ran over. And they're going to say that was last touched by Lady Bulldogs. Questionable call there once again. Person with the ball now in the corner. Now down below to Raby. Raby shots up, no good. And it's out of bounds. It's going to go to the Lady Bulldogs. Inbound finds Finley. Finley up ahead to Cater. Cater the speedster. Puts up the shot, no good. Ball's loose on the floor. Cater picks it up. Now to Varvel, out to Finley. Finley now to Varvel. Finley again looks for a person. Gonna find Sullivan on the baseline. Sullivan puts it up off the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebound is brought down by Sullivan. She's gonna try to kick it out, but there's no one there. It's out of bounds. It'll go to the Warhawks. AJ Person gonna give it over to Raby. Now McCarty, long three on the way from McCarty, off the mark, no good. Varvel gets the rebound. Varvel tripped up at half court. Finley gets it on the floor. Person takes it away from her. Person gonna wait for her offense to come down the floor. There's Raby on the inside. Bounce pass inside. There's a timeout called by McCarty. 27-14 the score with 47.6 seconds to go in the first half. And boy, do I feel like we've already played a whole basketball game in this one. Arkansas Elite Welding Academy is a proud supporter of the Quitman Lady Bulldogs. Located right here in Quitman, Arkansas Elite has educated hundreds of welders since operations began in 2016. Weekly campus tours are offered on Thursdays at 9:30 a.m. To learn more, go to arkansasewa.com. BLK Quarries has 2 locations for the sale of rock products. The first location is in Rosebud at 36 Boggs Lane. Give them a call at 501-556-0711. And the new location, open in Greenbrier at 282 Highway 25, and the number is 501-589-2133. BLK Quarries thinks the Bulldogs rock. Raby gets the ball off the inbound, pressured by Cater and Varvel. Kyle gonna try the three. It's off the mark, no good. Person gets the rebound. Back out to Raby. Raby gonna try the three. It's good. Lady Bulldogs down 16, 30-14, 25 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Varvel gonna give it over to Finley. Finley looks inside, finds Cater. Jumper from the elbow, up and no good. Sullivan gets the rebound. She'll put it up. That one's no good. Ball's battered around. I don't know why that shot didn't go in. Looked like they had the lid closed on the goal. 5 seconds to go. McCarty with the ball. And she traveled. Yes, she did. Took about 3 steps with the ball. So with 1.9 seconds, Lady Bulldogs are going to try to get something off. Ava Sullivan gets it into Varvel. She's just going to hold it there. It's halftime. Your score, Lady Bulldogs down 16, 30-14 to the number 1 team in 2A. We'll be right back here on the Bulldog Sports Network. We are back as we had to wait for the referees to finish doing their makeup in the locker room. And it looks like we will start this second half of girls basketball action. That one's promptly taken away by Varvel off the inbound pass. And the Lady Bulldogs take it inside. Varvel, jumper on the way, no good. Rebound comes away to McClellan. McCarty up to Raby now. Shots up. Person for three. It's good. We're going to have to switch cameras for a moment, folks. One of our cameras is dying. So just hang with us. Lady Warhawks get the ball after an out of bounds. Raby with the ball. Now to Person. Person, a long three on the way off the mark, no good. Cater on the rebound. And she will bring it down the floor for the Lady Bulldogs. Take it inside, kick it in the corner. Finley for three, on the way off the mark, no good. Madison Harnick on the rebound. Here's Cater again. Cater back out to Varvel. Varvel now to Harnick. Harnick looking for an open pass. Gonna find Sullivan. Sullivan on the inside. Nice pass to Varvel off the glass, and it's in. (33-16). McCarty looks down low. She's going to find Raby. That pass is taken away by Sullivan. Sullivan going to give it back to Varvel. Varvel going to run the floor. Varvel up. Pass across to Finley for three on the way. It's good! 3-point basket, Emma Finley. 33-19. Pass over. Now back to top of the key. That's to McClellan. Here's McCarty. Back to McClellan once again. Almost taken away by Finley. Raby gets the drive on the baseline. There's a foul. I believe they're going to get Finley on the foul. Raby at the line shooting two. Her first one's up and in. Second one from Raby is good. Varvel with the ball, looking for the play call. Gonna give it over to Harnick. Now here's Sullivan on the take inside. Shots up, and there's a foul on Desi McCarty. It's going to be the second personal foul against McCarty. Free throw up and in from Ava Sullivan. Second one on the way, off the mark, no good. Rebound brought down by Corey Kyle. Now here's Marley Raby. Raby kicks it out. Now here's Person, going to fire a long three, in and out, no good. Rebound brought down by the Lady Bulldogs. Here comes Varvel. Harnick now to Finley in the corner. Harnick cuts inside. Pass back out to Sullivan. Sullivan looks for a man, going to find Varvel. Varvel on the take, shots up, no good. McCarty on the rebound. She'll get it to Raby. Raby will cross half court. Bulldogs down 15, 35-20 with 4:48 to go in the quarter. McCarty wide open underneath the basket. Can't get the shot to go. She'll put it back up again and gets that one in. Up ahead, Sullivan passes to Varvel. Varvel, nice skip pass to Harnick. Now it's good. Great job. Good find there to Harnick. Heidi Kiesler is checked into the ball game for the Lady Bulldogs. A.J. Person on the outside. Inside, shots up, and no good from McClellan. Lady Bulldogs get the rebound. Down 15, 37-22. Harnick with the ball. Looks for a pass. Gonna find Sullivan. Sullivan fires a three. Off the mark, no good. Raby on the rebound. Raby over to Person. Person in the corner. That's going to find McCarty. That one's taken away by Varvel. Varvel on the steal. It's out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Warhawks. Looks like Allie Cater and Kaylin Sullivan will check back in. Harnick and Kiesler will check out. 37-22 the score. Varvel the inbounder. Got to give it into Cater in the backcourt. Cater's going to bring it across the timeline. She will break the barrier. Look for a man. Pass over to Finley. Finley beyond the arc, looking inside. Going to find Sullivan on the turn and shoot. Beautiful shot from Kaylin Sullivan. 24-37. Raby coming down the floor. Bulldogs down 13. 3:11 to go in the quarter. Inside, that's McCarty. McCarty on the weak jumper. It's good. Cater going to try to go. The pass to Varvel. Varvel looks to go. Jumper from the elbow. Up, no good. Rebound is knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lady Bulldogs. Last touch by McCarty. Varvel, the inbounder, is going to find Cater. Cater going to try to take it inside. There's going to be a foul called. Foul's going to be called on number 14. That's going to be Ashley Sprague. That's her first foul. Varvel, the inbounder for Quitman. Going to try to get it in. It's almost taken away, and it is. Corey Kyle's going to come up with it. She's going to hand it off to Raby. Raby looks to go inside. Jumper from the elbow, no good. She airballed it. Emma Finley on the rebound. She's going to give it to Cater. Cater crosses the timeline. Guarded by two. That's a foul on Corey Kyle. Kyle picks up her first. Third team foul against the Lady Warhawks. Cater out to Finley. Finley looks inside. Good find to Varvel. Varvel off the glass. Puts it up. And that is a foul on McCarty. McCarty picks up her third with 2:16 to go in the third quarter. Varvel at the line shooting two. Her first one is up and in. Second one on the way is good from Varvel. 39-26 the score. Person will bring it across the timeline. And there's going to be a timeout called by Coach Carlton and the Lady Warhawks. Cutting Edge Welding and Fabrication is once again proud to be a sponsor of Bulldog Athletics. They offer a variety of services to the Quitman community and surrounding areas, including CNC plasma cutting, structural steel, custom metal art and signs, and metal stairs and handrails. Go Bulldogs! This broadcast is brought to you by HVM Electrical and Courtney Black with Caldwell Banker Group. They are proud supporters of Quitman Bulldog Athletics. Laura Davis with Remax Elite Real Estate is here to help you buy or sell your home or land. For a great real estate experience and an agent with expertise, give Laura a call at 501-269-0649. The inbound is given to McCarty as the Lady Warhawks have the ball. Person at the Golden Q on the near side gives it over. That's going to find Raby down below. She is denied access to the rim by Kaylin Sullivan. A clean strip by Sullivan. Now here's Varvel down below. Varvel on the drive, puts a shot up, can't get it to go. Sullivan gets the rebound. It's going to be kicked back out. Varvel gets it again. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Cater at the top of the key. Cater looks to go inside. Cater, jumper on the way, off the mark, no good, but she is fouled. Foul is charged to number 31. That's going to be Corey Kyle. Kyle picks up her second foul. Cater at the line, shooting two. Her first one's off the tip of the iron, no good. Second free throw on the way, up and in for Cater. 27-39 the score. It's a 12-point ball game. Corey Kyle on the outside, going to give it in baseline to Raby. Now back out, three-pointer on the way. Shots up, it's good. Three-point basket for number 14, Ashley Sprague. Her first points of the ball game. Cater will bring it across half court. Gives it over to Varvel. Varvel looks for a man. Going to find Sullivan. Sullivan back to Cater. Back to Cater. I don't know how there wasn't a foul called there. Down below, Finley. Shots up. It's in. Somehow the Lady Bulldogs came out of there with some points. 29-42 the score. Kind of looked like Kyle just shoved Cater, but there was no call denoting such action was ever taken. Person guarded by Varvel on the perimeter. Ball almost taken away. Raby going to drive baseline, puts up the shot. It's up and in. Finley with the ball, going to give it to Cater. Cater will cross half court. In the corner, finds Sullivan. Now back to Ava. Ava for three. In! It's good! Big three-point basket, Ava Sullivan. I did not think that ball was going to go in. McCarty going to try a long three, and it's off the mark, no good. This one's up, that one's no good. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Your score, Mount Vernon leads by 12, 44-32. We'll be right back on this homecoming night from the Quitman Bulldog Complex. We're back here on the Bulldog Sports Network as the Lady Bulldogs get the ball. Cater picked up her dribble, going to get it to Varvel. Now back to Cater. Cater, jumper on the way, no good, off the tip of the rim. Raby going to come with the ball down the floor. We're in the final quarter. 44-32, Bulldogs down 12. Raby inside to McCarty. McCarty on the spin move, off the glass, up and in. Cater crosses the timeline for the Lady Bulldogs. Going to give it over to Finley. Finley on the Golden Q on the far side. Now back to Cater. Cater inside, looks to Finley. Finley back out, finds Ava Sullivan. Ava Sullivan going to pull up a jumper, banks it off the backboard and in. McCarty with the ball inside the arch. Looks to go to the basket, puts it up and puts it in. Lots of back and forth action going on in this ball game. Cater back out to Finley, now to Sullivan. Ava looks to go baseline. She's denied access. Going to give it back out to Varvel. Varvel will be fouled. Foul is going to be called on number 11, Olivia McClellan. McClellan's first personal. Varvel will be the inbounder for the Lady Bulldogs. She's going to try to get it in. It's tipped away and out of bounds by Raby. Sullivan the inbounder. Bounce pass inside, finds Cater. Cater looks for a person. Gonna give it over to Varvel. Now in the corner, that finds Ava Sullivan. Sullivan back across to Cater. Cater down below finds Varvel. Varvel thought about pulling the jumper. Gonna get it out to Finley. Finley pass to Cater. Cater inside. Shoots the jump shot. No good. Harnick on the rebound. Gets it back out to Finley. Finley fires a three. It's good! She knocked it down. A 3-point basket, Emma Finley. (37-48), 11-point game. McClellan gonna give it over to Person. Now to McCarty. McCarty gonna give it to Person. Three on the way. That one's good. McCarty to Person. Person is an automatic shooter from on the arc. She is lights out. That's her fourth three of the ball game. Sullivan on the inside for the Lady Bulldogs. Gonna give it back to Harnick. Harnick out to Varvel. Varvel fires a three of her own. Off the mark, no good. She will try to get her own rebound. It's gonna be taken away by the Lady Warhawks. 51-37 the score. Here comes Raby. Raby down the floor, gonna pull up in the other corner. Drives baseline, kicks it into McCarty. McCarty can't capitalize. Finley with the rebound. Ava Sullivan. Gonna bring it across the timeline for Quitman. Cater over to Finley. Finley now to Cater. Fakes a shot, goes inside, gives it to Sullivan. Sullivan knocked down. Finley with the ball on the floor. Cater gets it, picks it up. Now back out to Varvel. Lady Bulldogs with 11 to shoot. Back across to Finley. Finley firing a three again. Off the mark, no good. Rebound brought down by Sullivan at Finley's feet. Fresh 35 for the Lady Bulldogs. Cater fires a three. Off the mark, no good. Raby with the rebound. Raby will hand it off to Person. Inside, that finds McCarty. McCarty on the spin move, puts it up. It's good off the finger roll. 53-37. Cater looking for a man, gonna find Varvel on the inside. From the free throw line, a jumper's up, no good. Rebound brought down by Desi McCarty. Raby will slowly come down the floor, but surely she makes it. Raby gonna try to kick it back out to Person. In the Finley with it on the floor. Now McCarty, and there's a timeout called by the Warhawks. That means we'll take it with them and be right back here on the Bulldog Sports Network. We're back. Out of the timeout. Person's going to be the inbounder for Mt.Vernon. Going to get it into McCarty. Sullivan on the takeaway. Kaylin Sullivan to the basket, and she is fouled from behind. Foul's going to be called on Ashley Sprague. Inbounds to Dixon. Dixon in the lane. Shots up, no good. Rebound's going to be pulled down by McClellan. Raby with the ball. Going to get it across to A.J. Person. Person guarded by Cater. Now over to Raby. Raby going to try to get it in. Person took the back door wide open. Lady Bulldogs left it open for her. A.J. Person makes him pay. Puts it up and in. Cater with the ball, going to hand it off to Finley. Lady Bulldogs down 18 at this point, 55-37. Here's Varvel on the shot, puts it up and puts it in. Great job by Maddie Varvel to attack the rim when she is faced with a big body such as McCarty. 39-55. Raby with the ball on the far side. Mount Vernon Enola going to try to milk the clock. And McCarty, going to try to put it up and in. She will get her own rebound and put it in the second time. Lady Bulldogs allowing McCarty too many second chances on her misses. 57-39. That one's taken away by Mount Vernon. Raby's going to try to push the floor. She's going to turn around and bring it back out. Guarded by Dixon. She'll put it up off the glass. No good. Varvel will now try to run the floor. She's fouled from behind. Going to be called on Ashley Sprague. That's her third personal. Dixon the inbounder, going to give it in to Varvel. Now to Finley, and she will be fouled by A.J. Person. It's going to be the second foul on A.J. Person. Dixon with the ball. 2 minutes to play. Inside. And taken up by Varvel. Varvel goes to the basket. Can't get it to go. Person on the rebound. Person's going to bring it down the floor from Mount Vernon. Loose on the floor. She'll pick it back up. Now here's Raby. Raby to the basket. She is fouled. Person will be the inbounder for Mount Vernon. Foul called on Ava Sullivan. Ball is out of bounds. They're going to say his last touch by Mount Vernon. Odd. Finley fires the open three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound by Sullivan. Sullivan going to kick it back out now to Finley again. Here's Dixon. Dixon tries her own three. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound brought down by Raby. There's going to be a foul called on Sarah Dixon at midcourt. Raby gets the inbound. Dixon picks up her fourth foul. Raby going to try to go inside. A bounce pass down low to McCarty. Almost taken away. It's on the floor. Timeout called by the Lady Warhawks. We'll be right back here on the Bulldog Sports Network. We're back here. 55.7 seconds to play. The inbound pass finds McCarty. McCarty going to take it back outside. 15 seconds to shoot. McCarty on the golden cue. Back out to Person. Person to Raby. Raby goes inside, attacks the basket. Shots up off the glass, no good. Rebound by Dixon. Dixon up ahead, pass to Kennedy. Kennedy on the inside. Jumper up and no good. Rebound going to be brought down by McCarty. That one to Person. And it looks like the Lady Warhawks will walk out of here with a win on homecoming night. Seven seconds. Lady Warhawks just going to continue to hold it. And that'll be the ball game. Lady Bulldogs dropped this one by a score of 57-39. And, well, guess we're going to go ahead and say goodnight. There's nothing left to say. Not yet. Not yet. Go to note. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight and God bless.